What's up, everyone? I'm Mike Roberts, founder and CEO of SpyFu. Today, I'm going to give you a quick demo of SpyFu, show you a bit about the pricing and how the various plans break down, give you a quick insight into how SpyFu is different and how we compare against our competitors. So let's get started. You've probably heard of SpyFu before. You can type in any website and see every keyword that they rank on Google. You can see every ad variation that they've ever run and every split test and the results of those split tests. That's kind of the tip of the iceberg. So I put in geico.com here. And what you can see is their organic keywords on the left and their paid on the right. And as we go down, everything that's on the left is still organic and everything that's on the right is paid. We'll also show you for your website opportunities where your competitors are winning and you're just non-existent, right? We're going to show you how competitors have overlap and where they buy the same keywords or where they rank on the same keywords. It's a strong signal to look into those things. That's kind of the high level of SpyFu. I'm going to show you how everything kind of ties together because the core keyword research comes from our data. We have huge amounts of data, the most in the industry, actually, more than SEMrush, more than Ahrefs, about 2 times as much. I'll show you some proof down below, but for now, trust me. Before there was SpyFu, there were no other competitors. Nobody else did this. We were the first to market and sort of the innovators. So we've continued to innovate over time. The next step here is that we have SpyFu data directly streaming into ChatGPT. It's like a direct integration. So I should go back and show you that. Go back to geico.com. You can click on launch in ChatGPT. You could say literally anything. How can I improve my website? But I'm just going to show you that the API data pulls in. What are the top keywords, or how about top ranking pages for geico.com? And it's going to show me the stuff that has the most traffic. It's talking to the SpyFu API here, and it's going to pull that data directly in. And we could go back over to SpyFu and compare this stuff side by side. So this is in itself not particularly glorious, right? But the thing is that ChatGPT is incredibly smart when it comes to marketing processes. It can be your marketing intern or it can be your CMO. The problem is that it fundamentally lacks the core data that's necessary to make good decisions. So it'll tell you things, but unfortunately what it does is it just makes up stuff as it relates to like, what things should I double down on? Because it literally doesn't know what your top pages are or the top keywords or literally anything about any of this stuff. But once we give it to it, it becomes incredibly powerful. Its decision-making processes become super powered, right? So that's kind of like this build process, because you can do something like, help me improve my website, and it'll figure out how. Or you could do something like, I need 20 new ad variations for this particular topic that are going to convert better than my current one. And it'll give you those 20 ideas based on the database of knowledge, the huge amount of knowledge that's available in SpyFu. Basically the entire ad campaign history for 99% of domains. We've been collecting this data since 2006. Most websites actually haven't been advertising that long. So as a consequence, we have their entire ad history, right? The next step is taking AI and actually making it deliver a full action, right? So we're going from research to sort of building to actually optimizing, but the actions that you take place in RivalFlow. RivalFlow is bundled with your SpyFu subscription. It's also a separate product, right? It has this one end-to-end goal, and that is to improve your existing content to not only increase your ranks, but also get you into the AI overviews. RivalFlow works by like looking to see who outranks you in the SERP, and it says, what questions are they answering that you're not? Which questions are they answering more thoroughly? And we fill in those gaps with AI by answering those things directly. So what that does is it very predictably creates these kind of outcomes. Now, these are real screenshots from actual customers. And if you watch this video, 2-hour video of unedited, me just going into random customer accounts and blurring out their stuff, and then showing you exactly what we get, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So if there's something that drops, I explain why that is too, but it's very uncommon. This is much, much more typical. We get these kind of results every day. That's on the SEO side. And then of course, by answering these questions directly in your content, you're showing up in the AI overviews. So it does both things at once, right? Gets you into those AI answers, but also improves your SEO very predictably by leveraging that existing content, which, as you know, is the best way to get lift in the SERP no matter what, right? Then finally, we go to this prove phase. Now you kind of saw here, using actually Google Search Console to show and prove those results that we get in RivalFlow. But we're also doing the same thing for every part of your site. We're pulling in Google Search Console data. We're combining it with this incredible amount of data that we have for the last 20 years, rolling it all together to produce the best view of your site and its performance in the SERPs available anywhere in the world. If I scroll down here, let me show you what the data means. We've got live data for 38 countries updating continuously. We're pulling in and processing 40,000 SERPs per second, 365 days a year. We've been doing this for 18 plus years. We actually have more data than anybody in the industry, 20 times more paid data and 2 times more organic ranking data than SEMrush or Ahrefs. So we literally have as much data as both of those guys combined. There's a video right here where I compare these things side by side. Every piece of information that you see on SpyFu is also available via our API. You can go and check out our API right here. The API is interesting because you may not be a developer. You don't necessarily need to be a developer. You can say to ChatGPT right here, what API call did you make to get this? And it'll tell you exactly what API call it made against the SpyFu API. There it is. And then you can tell it, could you make me a web page that does this so I can give it to my clients? So you can build your very own version of SpyFu using this API, and you don't even have to know how to write code at all, right? It's going to write it all for you. You can just copy and paste this. Actually, you can hit preview and it'll just show you. I have to hit preview a couple of times apparently. There you go. So we can do that. Oh no, because I didn't give it my API key. You got to give it your API key. And the way that you get an API key is by signing up for a SpyFu account, right? So let's talk about these SpyFu accounts and what the differences are. The plan starts at $39 a month. The $39 basic plan actually gets you a whole bunch, gets you that classic research that you're looking for. I mean, I kind of call it the tip of the iceberg, but it's really all of that core data. You can do as many searches as you want. We don't put any sort of limits on how many searches you can do. You can do as much keyword research as you want. You can look up as many competitors as you want. The things that you don't get are basically those AI things, right? All the AI stuff, RivalFlow, the ChatGPT integration. You don't get the GSC integrations or the API access, but you can use SpyFu just like a power user. Leveling up gets you unlimited access to everything. It gets you all these AI tools, gets you access to RivalFlow, gets you the ChatGPT integration. It gets you white labeling, GSC, and it's the first level that gets you that API access. The agency plan, if you have more than one user that you need access for, gives you 5 users to start from. You can add additional users for $30 a month. It also gets you access to the agency plan of RivalFlow, which gets you 5 client accounts. And you can add an additional client account to RivalFlow for $10. This is really what you need if you're an agency. Just get the agency plan. It's going to work really nicely. Obviously, there's also discounts. You get the 3 months free if you flip to the annual. So let's see. It's got a little outline here. Can you share accounts? You cannot share accounts. We try to make SpyFu as easy and accessible as possible. If you sign up for an account, you'll be able to use it for multiple computers. Thing is that multiple people can't use it simultaneously. Obviously, if they could, then only one account would ever need to be purchased worldwide, and everybody would just share the one. To add an additional user, it is $30 a month for the pro or team and $15 a month for basic. You can cancel anytime, no questions asked. You can do it yourself, or you can reach out via live chat right here. Just say, I need to cancel my account. You'll get canceled. The most effective way, of course, is to just go into my account and just hit cancel. You don't have to cancel RivalFlow and SpyFu if you have a bundled plan. If you have a separate plan, then obviously you would. Do prices increase? Prices can always increase. The cost of things does go up, but generally we keep our prices stable and have for many years. I'll have some more of these where I go into how do you use the product, but it's kind of like the high level philosophical ideas of how everything fits together. I love solving problems with the marketing community, and I've been doing it for 19 years and it's really my life's work. I hope you love it as much as I love serving you. All right, have a good one.